With the recent rise in computer science and game development, several students from McLean High School have been developing video games of their own.
I got into game design after I found this game on Scratch that I really liked. It was like a weird remake of Mario 64. So I downloaded it and I started messing around with it. I've been making games since 2012, but the three big ones, like the three actual games that I'm trying to get on Steam right now, I've made in the past year. So I got introduced to programming from Miss Colley. She introduced me to Unity in the programming class in the 9th grade. And I didn't really use Unity until summer of the 11th grade, but a lot of the information about how to use the program itself really came in handy.
I've been at McLean for 5 years, and I've had a great time here teaching a lot of economics and personal finance, a lot of computer classes. The courses that I teach are project-based learning and blending technology. That's how they've been. So it's been exciting to see the transformation from when I first started to now. And it's engaging. It lets students put a personal touch on things and really get involved in the courses.
So the process for my games is really disorganized, but it usually starts out with concept art like this. This is the first concept art I made for Flying Frags World Tour, just some enemies. So yeah, I come up with some concept art, and then after that I try making the main gameplay, like movement, shooting, running around, making all the enemies work, and then after that I get to level design, and then I realize that I messed up something before that, so I go to fix that. And it's kind of a circle of fixing gameplay issues and then fixing map issues. My most recent game, Flying Frags World Tour, I released on December 21st, and I just finished patching all of the bugs that people have found. So there are a lot of bugs, and I don't think that any game is released with the developers full, ready to go. I find most of them to be really helpful. Comment sections, really not helpful. You don't really get a lot of constructive criticism on the internet, but when you do, it can be great. So you gotta kind of keep an open mind, but don't let too much of it get to you, unless it's constructive. Future plans, I'm currently working on my own 3D engine, where I'm trying to make a little open world game in there, which will be pretty interesting because I don't usually make game engines, I just use Unity or the Quake engine, stuff like that. So it'll be really interesting to see a game that is completely made from the ground up by me. And I'm also working on a little cowboy game in collaboration with a friend.
Video games take a really long time to make, and making a game isn't just the programming or the systems or the art, but it's a combination of that. Additionally, I had to do videos and some marketing to be able to put it on Steam. I had to do paperwork, a whole lot of play testing to make sure it worked on different computers. I believe there's some saying that it takes the same amount of time to get 90% done with a game to get 100% done, and that's definitely true.
Signing off from WMHS News, this is Ratik, Mathur, and Eazune.